Modern dating is a complete joke. Modern dating is a complete joke. Watch it in this video to fully understand the reasons why modern dating is a complete joke and the implications it will have on both men and women going forward into the future. And now let's begin.
So this girl went on 6 dates a week so she didn't have to pay for groceries for 2 years. And I have to say I respect her because that shit sound like a part-time job. She was saving $150 a week. She went on to say she made the video jokingly, but I do believe she was at least going on 2 dates or 3 dates a week, saving $150. And I respect her because all you would have to do to avoid that whole situation is keep what she got in her hand, bro. You could easily avoid getting finesse if you just take her ass to Starbucks. You maybe get her a croissant, maybe, right? But just spend $10 on a Frappuccino. You spend $10 on yourself. Like I said, maybe on a croissant, and you good. Now you really know it's about getting to know.
See, here's the thing. This guy's talking a lot of BS. He needs to stop capping. Most modern women today, they're not going out with you unless you're taking them somewhere nice and they're going to be able to eat and eat well. You know, do like, okay, let's go out for drinks. And the woman hears, oh, we're going to Starbucks. They're like, no. I thought when you said out for drinks, that included a meal. You see, they don't have any money. They don't have any money, and they need a man to provide for them. Men are waking up and realizing that they're the prize, though.
How are you?
I'm 42.
What's the biggest issue you run into with dating women in Miami?
Man, I say the two B's, man, beautiful and broke. These women think because they bad, that give them access to a top-level individual like me. They should be banished and thrown in the moat with the crocodiles.
What do you have to offer a woman?
Everything she could want and need and dream of. You gotta understand, sir. I'm 6'6", 230, right? 10-incher, long, stiff, girth, veins in it. No homo sapien, no diddy, whatever you want to call it. And on that top of that, no kids, never drunk alcohol. So they gotta come with something that's gonna shock my core to make me be like, damn, she's the one. Because I'm dropping big dog dick in that pussy.
Oh, hold on. How would a woman know that you're gonna drop a 10-incher on her if she hasn't even gotten to the bedroom with you?
I mean, in the day, you're gonna see the way I walk, they're gonna see the way I talk. She know I'm coming with that BDE. That's that best dick ever. She ain't gonna never get nothing bigger and better than this.
Well, I didn't want a really nice guy when I was 24, right? And so I ended things. I went back on the scene. I mean, things worked out. I got married, I got the baby. But relatively speaking, if things didn't work out, and I said to myself, you know what? I do want a nice guy. I do want someone who's stable. I do want someone who's loving. Now that I'm older, I'm more reflective. I know you don't believe in older, but
right.
now I'm older, I'm more reflective, right? I could say I've now changed my mind and I want to reconsider this. Now, whether or not he wants to give me a second chance, I would say he'd be dumb for doing so. But for me to go back, because I was the one who left, he was a good person. What I wanted has now changed.
Well, what if he wanted change too?
And now he don't want me?
Yeah.
I mean,
it don't be happening.
I said it once and I'll say it again. I literally just had this conversation with my son the night before last. I told him, listen, be a good man, never be a nice guy. There's a difference. Good men have morals. Good men have boundaries. Good men have standards. They got codes that they live by.
Take care of you. And if you ever gave me your heart, I won't embarrass you.
2 signs the girl you're talking to is just using you for free food. 1, anytime you want to escalate things and take things to the next level, she never wants to do it. She always wants to take a step back. She always gives you some excuse. Oh no, I'm not like that. Just give it some time. And it happens over and over and over again. 2, she only calls you when it's convenient for her. So when you try to link up with her and set a date with her, she never wants to do it. But if she calls you, she expects you to come because she wants that free food. You might not see me again, so follow me.
Think that they want to date a high value man until he starts calling you out for not taking responsibility, before he starts holding you accountable, before he has higher standards for you than you have for yourself. Everyone talks about, oh, date a high value man. It's so, this is what you do to have to attract a high value man. But I've never heard anyone talk about like actually dating a high value man takes a totally different kind of woman. It's not for the
Need to clear up this misconception that guys have that girls want to go out on dinner dates with guys because they need a free meal. Be so effing for real right now. A woman will not spend time with a man if she doesn't want to. For the exact same reason that you all don't want to go on dinner dates, because it is a time investment. I see these comments on my videos all the time, and I just think it's hilarious that guys think that women can't take care of themselves, especially
I wanted to take you on a first date. Would Pizza Hut be okay?
It depends.
What would it depend on?
How much I liked you. It would depend.
So for the guys who you like the least amount, where would you want them to take you?
Like a 5-star steakhouse.
And the guys you like the most, where would you go with them?
I would probably expect less, just because I like them.
But why make the man that you like the least amount invest more up front than the guys who you're more attracted to?
Because he's got to work for it. Since I like him the least amount, he's got to work for it. At least I'm giving him a chance.
You're the prize in a relationship.
Duh. Exactly. Exactly. Why wouldn't we be?
But the more attractive guy, he's a prize to you.
Not really. They're never.
Doesn't make sense to me how women are not being asked out on dates. Like, there are so many beautiful women, like, come on, like, just shoot your shot. But a lot of the things that the guys were telling me, and these were guys from the ages of like 19 to 40, was like, no, we don't want to intimidate a woman. If we see them on the street, like, we'll cross the road so that they feel safe.
I do that.
No, we don't want to come across creepy. So I do see that obviously culture has really like removed this from the man, this kind of like the art of the chase. And then that, I think, in effect, is making more men passive.
There's a two-part solution that I have to this dilemma. Number one, women need to stop shaming men for simply approaching them, whether he is attractive in her eyes or not. Yes, I'm calling you out, ladies. Part two, I might get a lot of backlash for this, but more women need to approach. And just to be clear, ladies, I'm not talking about you just doing a brief look at him or a super quick smile, because those are such little hints that he might just think that you're being nice.
Do you want to know what the problem with many modern women nowadays is? Many modern women, they lack in self-respect, self-worth, integrity, shame, and above all of that, modesty. I mean, just look around. These women are out here celebrating a high body count. They're barely dressed, drunk, twerking in public or on club couches. Instead of competing for a man and work with him, they rather compete with the man. They have nasty attitudes, most of them are disrespectful, and many of them expect a childless man to take care of a whole other man's child. And when you look at her social media, and it really doesn't matter what type of caption she is using under her post, it's always all about her, her ass, her outfit, where she is, what she's doing, and all of that. It's never about anyone else. It's always about their narcissistic ass. I don't want to talk about all of them, but 99% of them are full of it.
You know, guys, Soraya is absolutely right. Men are done with the games and the nonsense. Men are sick and tired of it. And that's why so many men are walking away now and saying that, hey, we're not going to play the game. We're not going to do this BS. We're just going to walk away and live our best lives. Because we're human beings too. You know, as soon as men flip it on its head and say, hey, you know what? We're in our era. We are in our soft guy era. We're not going to tolerate the BS anymore. We're not going to take abuse anymore. We're going to focus on ourselves. If a woman wants it, she's going to have to put some work in. The very moment a woman hears that she's going to have to put some work in and she's going to have to do what men have been doing for women for ages, they basically start screeching and hollering. The truth of the matter is, and it's absolutely sad, is that most women don't realize, like, this is the end of the road. It's the absolute and utter end of the road. I've already said this, that many men, very soon, there's going to think, you know, one of the next big wearables is going to be a type of body cam, and it'll come in. It'll be a very small wearable, and you know, maybe guys will wear it around their necks, or they'll pin it onto their clothing. But it's going to really change how society operates going forward, because men are going to be walking around with these wearables on, and they're going to have their cam on 24/7. So if there's a girl walking down the street, they're going to have their wearable on. They're not going to cross the street anymore. You know, she's coming from the other direction. Guy turns on his body cam, all right? And it doesn't matter if there's a light that pops up and she can see that it's recording. It's good that guys will feel so brave. They're going to be like, yeah, good. It is recording. And it's going to have all of that data showing exactly what time he walked past her. Guy goes into the store. He's going to have his body cam on. It's going to become like this in society where every interaction men have with women, and even some other men, they're going to have their body cams on. It's going to be a normal and continuous thing. Okay? And women, you know, the state of women going forward is going to be rough. Because while men are living far below their means, women are basically out here trying to act like they're superwoman. She's superwoman. She can do it all. But then at the same time, she wants men to come and rescue her to subsidize her living because the state isn't able to do it anymore. That's not going to happen. A lot of women are going to be homeless, living in poverty, extraordinary states of destitution and shelters, even in the woods, because with this hyperinflation and these insane prices, women were never designed to live without a husband. And the era of women's empowerment they're going to continue on with the notion of empowerment, but at the same time you're going to have a lot of women that, as a result of the whole empowerment thing, it's going to basically cover up a lot of the hardships that women are going to be increasingly facing. A lot of them are going to stay on that hill, and even when women want to look for help, they're going to be told by their sisters, the sisterhood, to be quiet and to suffer in silence. The sisterhood was never their friend. The sisterhood was basically about getting whatever it could get for the sisterhood. It's basically just a mini version of the state. It's an organization. It's corrupt, and the sisterhood basically lets them know that we own you. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing to our newsletter for my personal thoughts, insights, and a free copy of my ebook, The Blueprint for Escaping the Rat Race. Click the link in the description to get your free copy. And also, guys, subscribe to the Angry Guy Clips channel, where we post shorter videos and video responses, and also the Angry Guy Live channel, where we live stream. Both channels are linked in the description. What do you guys think regarding all of this? Modern dating is a complete and utter joke. Let me know your thoughts on this, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.